Drinkin Bro. Put down the water and grab a fucking drink.
Whoa! Oh,
Yeah,
I'm triggered. I'm fucking
eardrums.
triggered.
Explode your eardrums.
Yeah.
How'd that feel?
That was loud. That was loud. Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're welcome for that. God damn it. Oh, welcome to Drinkin Bros. If you need a safe space, this isn't the fucking place to do it. Turn this off right now and go hide in a fucking cubbyhole, you triggered bastards. We got a hot one tonight.
about.
We got a hot one tonight.
It's hot off the press, Ross.
Jared,
It's hot
Jared,
off
who's
the
our
fucking press.
special guest tonight for the crowd?
Oh,
This is
my
one of your
God.
fan faves.
Oh, you know, just someone I used to look at on the cover of magazines and stuff like that when I was a teenager. It was Playgirl,
Oh,
wasn't it?
Wow.
Mr. Mike Rooftop Escamilla.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you might have heard of him.
Wait,
BMX
Rooftop?
legends?
It sounds like you ride bikes or something.
Yeah.
Used to at least.
Sounds like he had two wheels of loneliness between his legs.
I have that now.
Man.
That's
That's the aftermath of
an inside joke of a movie that we want to do.
We want to do a gay biker movie, the first ever gay biker movie called Two Wheels of Loneliness.
I think I might have already done it. That's pretty much been the last 15 years of my career.
Super depressing right now.
I like it. I bet you there's a lot of dick sucking in the BMX world, right?
Just lately in the well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
now you can get into it.
who else do we have with us here tonight?
We got Christian Schaff, who's a buddy of mine, and we just started a company together. So he came up to have some fun with you, you boys.
He has
That's
nice. Really nice hair.
He has
really
great
nice hair.
He has amazing hair, Ross. By the way.
Hey,
I'm not a BMX
fantastic! Look, hey, we're thankful to have you guys on the show, Mike.
You know, we're more thankful for though, Ross.
Oh, we're thankful for our fucking sponsors. Who
I
pay
tried
for
to
this
steal
whole-
the segue.
I
stole
know
the segue.
you did try to steal
That
a
was
segue,
subtle.
Yeah.
like
I
Paul
stole the
Blart.
segue.
You tried to
Here's
Paul
the-
Blart me and steal the segue.
What the fuck, man? Come on,
You
man.
tried to Paul Blart me. By the
20
way, Mike,
years
I
of
got
doing shit, and that's what I am.
I got a
credit
couple
cards?
bones to pick with you, my man. I read that you were a stuntman for Paul Blart Mall Cop. But we'll get to that. We will get to
drop
that,
you
my
on that?
friend.
Here's the challenge, Ross. How do you loop every one of our sponsors back into Mike and or BMX?
That's okay, Ross, because I was looking at the Drinkin Bros podcast poster here, and I was like, okay, there's Matt, there's Jared. Who's the girl?
Just because I'm pretty doesn't mean you have to call me a lady. The reason why we did all headshots is my dick couldn't fit in the thumbnail, so we had to go with a perfect square. And you want me to tie in the sponsors to Mike? Let's do it. First one up is havenlock.com. A lot of people say it takes 3 kicks to get through your front door. No, I'm saying if DMX was on a BMX and tried to run through your fucking front door, the only thing that would stop him is Haven Lock.
If DMX is on a BMX, that is the most gangster shit I've ever heard in my life.
It really is. What y'all really want?
What you really want to try?
He wants to open the fucking front door and kill your family.
I
Instead,
had no idea what I was coming into tonight.
go to havenlock.com
You got
for
this
the finest
motherfucker's on
lock
the
in the
cutting
world.
edge of comedy.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And this is just a sponsor.
This is a sponsor.
Yeah, we're talking
Yeah,
about
you're-
Haven Lock, who
you're
you got
welcome for
99
my
problems, but a
brilliance.
door lock ain't one.
Oh,
No.
Exactly,
You know?
exactly. So,
yeah.
look, kids, you know the drill. You want to keep your family safe. You want to keep your dog safe. Let's say you have a prize parrot from a rare part of South Africa. Go to havenlock.com. Get the Haven Mech. Put it on your front and back doors. There's no sexual pun intended, but it could be if you don't get a lock.
Yeah, I was gonna say like.
And hey, wait! You were telling me yesterday, Ross. Who do you think would still be around had they had a Haven Lock?
Oh, boy. Nicole Brown Simpson with R.I.P. Ronald Goldman
Jeez.
still be alive today.
Listen.
if they had a
I
Haven
think
Lock.
it's bad, Ross. It's really bad marketing for Haven Lock if you call it to lock down the back door. Listen, if I'm dating you, I'm getting that back door. So don't wear a fucking Haven Lock in your asshole because I'm coming for it. My tongue's coming for it. My dick's coming for it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, what else is coming
Appendages.
for it? What
I
else
don't-
is coming
Listen,
for it?
I got toes and arms and shit, so I don't know. I'm coming for
I've
it.
got a friend
Exactly.
that's coming
And for
for
all
it.
those
You guys
fathers listening out there.
Listen,
Before we go any farther, can I get the link to this so I can send it to my mom right now so she can listen?
Sure.
Oh,
of course.
yeah,
I'll stick a bicep in an asshole. Like
My
that sounds
mom,
like the party.
my mom still hasn't spoken to me since episode 100.
So havenlock.com for all your home
Havenlock.com.
defense
You're welcome.
needs.
If you're trying to stop men like Matt Best from getting to your daughters, go get a lock. Type in the promo code Drinkin Bros. You get $20 off the fucking lock. And they're combat. No, they're veteran owned. I don't know if they were in combat, but they could be. They could be.
We'll check on that. We'll check on that.
Listen, hey, combat or non-combat, they serve their country. You know.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Next up, we got an energy drink that is not on a BMX helmet, but they should have been. We're talking about StrikeForceEnergy.com. Ride the fucking pill. That's not their That's not their slogan, but it should
No,
be.
their
Kick the
slogan
fucking
is
can, bro.
is
Kick the can.
we get white people to build the railroads.
Yeah, well,
Or now the wall. Oh no, that's Mexicans are building the wall.
yeah. Mexicans
I don't know
are
who's
building the wall. White people are going back to build the railroads, and we're bringing back coal because Trump's in the
I think
office.
wasn't it the Chinese who built the railroads?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it
No,
was.
but not with Strike Force.
Not with
Not with Strike
Force.
Force.
with Strike
Hey, you know
Force.
what? They would have built them shits a lot faster had they had Strike Force. Those yellow little hands would have been working on the railroad. Go get some StrikeForceEnergy.com. It's the tastiest, tiniest little tin pouch that you'll ever have in your life. It goes in waters, beers, wines,
Listen,
liquids,
I
coffees.
truly believe that
You
Genghis
name it.
Khan would have been a better dictator if he had Strike Force.
You're
Oh,
goddamn
absolutely
right.
he
He
would've.
would
like
Could
like
you-
like Rome would not have fallen.
Could you
if there was
imagine if
Strike
Ross
Force.
would have been the guy to explain what Strike Force was to Genghis Khan?
No, he would be Genghis Khan. He would be like, "You all need
You're
Strike Force." What is
goddamn
Strike
right
Force?
I would. Just drinking goblets of wine with
Listen,
Strike Force
yeah,
in
and
it.
I'm going for that pump shit that Strike Force is on these days.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
the-
love their
oh,
bottle.
the
We love that
Pounder
bottle.
pumped.
The pouches
We
are
call
cool.
that a Hunder pump.
It's a 100 pump. It's a 100
It's
pump.
a Hunder. It's a Hunder pump.
It's
Hunder
exactly like the
pump.
old school slushy machines. It goes right in your drink. You don't even have to do shit or tear a package open. One squirt, boom, you're out of there, dude. Yeah, it's like going to your own sexual fetish house. You can get one squirt or two. That's up to you. Go to StrikeForceEnergy.com.
or 100 squirts.
Jesus, always
Or
two.
100. Whatever happens. Whatever you're into. It depends on how looking your sheets to get wet you are. But go to StrikeForceEnergy.com. Type in the promo code Drinkin Bros. You get 20% off of every order. They have a subscription, and they ship everywhere in the entire world. Next up, we got CarnivoreClub.co.
Oh man, that commercial where that girl got eaten by the tiger is my favorite.
But it's also
Wait,
not
what is
real.
this?
You know that, right? It's also not real. That was
No,
made
that
up
was
by
a real
fan.
commercial.
No, it was
No,
made
that
by a
was a real
fan,
commercial.
actually.
Do you know what Carnivore Club is?
No, what is
Dude,
that?
So they actually they were an early sponsor in the podcast.
They're
Yep.
Canadian.
They're one of the first
Awesome, dude.
believers.
So it's a subscription-based deliverable meats. So you get premium grade like fucking
Meats.
meats,
Salami,
like deli meats,
spicy
other
spreadable
salamis,
pork.
everything.
Yeah.
And so you just sign up and they send it to you, and it's fucking delicious.
Hyena.
A
pickled
box of
hyena.
meats to your
The
house.
one thing I will say, they don't know how much of a carnivore we are because they would send that shit, and we would eat like 4 pounds of meat in one podcast.
Gone.
Like,
Yeah.
and we'd wake up in the morning feeling like shitty. Like there's two fucking bottles of drink whiskey and like 4 pounds of meat
Meat.
gone.
and an empty box of meat.
Yeah.
And by the way, we
I
destroyed
had
it
that
so
liquid
much.
salami.
They stopped sending
salami.
it. They stopped sending it to me because I was just like, "Hey, man, you got any more of that fucking meat?" And they were like, "Bro, you've had enough fucking Carnivore
You're gonna
Club."
put us out of fucking business.
.co. Yeah, and guess what? Look, if you're looking for a gift for your dad, your brother, your sister, an illegitimate child, go to CarnivoreClub.co. Get him a box of meat and say I'm sorry. For what? That's up to you to decide. Talk to
is
your
it too late
therapist
to
about
say
it, but send
sorry?
him a box of meat. It is never too late to say sorry, Justin Bieber. It is not. Type in the promo code Drinkin Bros. You get 10% off, or the new code Man Up. You get 10% off.
Man up.
Perfect gift for the holidays. You know what else is a perfect gift? Is a little TartarusOrdnance.com. That's TartarUS.
motherfucker would.
ORDNANCE.com. Look, kids, nobody loves anything more than ammo in their stocking on Christmas morning. Put some bullets in them shits. Really wake up around that fire at Christmas time with just a hard guess of like, hey, is the house going to blow up? Is it going to shoot all my family members? I don't know, but you need bullets in the house for safety. You know who'd still be alive, Jared?
Who?
Nicole Brown Sims. You made me say it. You fucking made me say it, dude. I didn't want to say it, but you made me say it.
I mean, the problem is they wished a motherfucker would, and then they didn't have any.
I know, and then that motherfucker was OJ. By the way,
like that's a problem with society. You can't wish a motherfucker would and not have Tartarus ordinance, because then you're just in a whole bag. You're up shit creek without a paddle. You know, it doesn't work.
Exactly. And hey,
hi, Evan Hafer Ed just walked into the house here. So
welcome, Evan. Hey, real quick,
no, he doesn't have a mic. Let's go back to the sponsors. Go get
it's
drunk,
fine.
Evan.
Hey, Jared, I got a fun one for you. Matt was with me, so there's actually proof of this in New York. Speaking of OJ and Tartarus, that night after the Trump episode where I was shit-faced.
This is great.
I woke up in the morning, and Matt and I are sitting at dinner in New York City, and I was like, oh my God. There was an email from eBay on there, which is never good. Never good late at night.
Ross is like, I ordered some weird shit, and I was like, what did you order that's weird?
Oh, no.
Congratulations. You won the signed O.J. Simpson jersey, our last one left.
You've got a signed OJ now?
I have the exact same one that you have. I got the last one off eBay. I didn't even know if I was in a competitive bidding situation. I'm embarrassed.
Come on.
It was $200. I just gave OJ Simpson $200.
I just love how when and you didn't even tell him, because you got the jersey.
Yeah.
And then when it got delivered, your wife texted you and she was like, "Hey, so Ross, my husband, my loving husband, did you order an OJ Simpson?
He got himself an OJ.
Yeah, and Jesse's like, what the fuck, dude?
Oh, man.
Now we can both wear them.
I know.
Super bad.
We're twinsies. The next premiere, we can both wear them on the red carpet.
Let's knock these sponsors out so we can get weird with their special guests.
Let's do it. So go to tartarusordnance.com for all your home defense ammunition needs. Also, if you're teaching a tactical class out there, you can get 50,000 rounds. Type in the promo code Drinkin Bros. Everything is 10% off, and including they deal arms up in that motherfucker.
Is there a lot of those going on? A lot of people out there teaching tactical
classes?
Well,
dude.
If you're one of them and you have to buy like 8,000 rounds, 10% off really helps.
That's a lot of fucking money, dude. It's a lot of money.
How many bullets is that?
I'll be honest with you, I wasn't listening.
Well, hey, welcome to the show. The next sponsor is warfightertobacco.com.
Yes.
You smoke them if you got them. If you got them, smoke them. Real men smoke cigars. They don't vape. So go to warfightertobacco.com. They're the finest cigars in the land. They're made from the Dominican Republic, actually, with Cuban seeds that are hand rolled by some of the finest fingers ever to touch tobacco leaves in this great non-nation of ours.
Tiny fingers? Are they tiny fingers?
They're little. They're little fingers. You can't roll a cigar with big fat fingers, can you?
Listen, they're Donald Trump hands. They're really small, you know?
He's got normal size hands. Fun fact.
You know.
Fun fact.
They're presidential, but they're small.
They're presidential hands now.
Yeah, they are. You're goddamn right. So everybody who's celebrating Trump winning, go to warfightertobacco.com. Grab some cigars. They've also got a dope line of T-shirts, which I'm a huge fan of. Type in the promo code Drinkin Bros. You get 10% off. Last but not least, Matthew, give me the fucking horse noise. Give me the horse noise, please. I need it. Yeah, we're talking about A Night She Cries While He Rides a Steed, the first ever romance novel for dudes, written by the most brilliant author of our time or any generation.
If you shoved an entire porno.
Wait, what just happened?
What? That's a book.
It's a book.
It's a
Who
book.
wrote it?
It's the greatest book of all time. A guy named Ross Patterson wrote it. The finest
right up
author
there.
ever in the
Evan,
land.
will you grab that?
You wrote it?
No, yeah, Ross
it's
did
right
write
there.
it. Yes. I'm a special person. I'm an amazing author. I am what L. Ron Hubbard aspired to be before he wrote that other shit. So go pick up A Night She Cries While He Rides a Steed.
Read the back, Mike.
Is this you on the cover?
Hold on.
Is this you on the cover?
on the cover.
So,
Oh my
hey,
God.
Ross, hold on. They have your book.
The back.
He's going to read the back.
He's going to read the back.
Just have him read the last quote on the back. Have him read the last quote on the back.
The last quote?
Yep.
If he doesn't make left of me right now, I'll fucking kill myself.
You're goddamn
One screams
right.
as he presses a knife forcefully into her neck. Are these like true stories?
Yeah.
Of your childhood?
Yeah, they are. They are. And here's the thing. If I didn't tell him, Jesus would have. He would have come back and written another Bible. So At Night She Cries While He Rides the Sea, you can consider that the Bible part 2. If you're looking for a new Bible this Christmas, congratulations. This is it.
I like the last thing written. You give these whores an inch. And they'll want, well, I only have another 2. This must be your book, Ross.
You give these whores an inch, they want the other 7. No truer statements ever been said in our lives. Last but not least, Black Rifle Coffee. All the owners are there. Evan's there.
Listen,
they're drinking it right
Ross,
now.
Hey, by any chance, is this like, do you have this on tape?
Yes, he does.
Absolutely.
Because for me, it's books on tape.
And he reads it himself.
Can I
Yeah, you're
download that
welcome.
on
Can you
iTunes?
can you
Yes,
give
you
him
can.
a quick? Can you give him a sample of how you read this book?
Oh, absolutely. He busted through the saloon doors. Swing. It's exactly like that.
Can I buy that on iTunes?
Yeah. You can buy it on iTunes.
Do I
It's
put
on
in Drinkin Bros as
audible.com.
the code and get
everywhere.
20% off?
Yeah.
No, actually, hey, I will gift it to you. I will gift it to
There
you.
we go. Good.
He was
We
was
have-
more
hey,
ripped than a New Jersey teenager triple stacking a month before spring break. That's one of the many highlights of that book.
I feel like our guests are overwhelmed.
No, I had no
Welcome.
idea.
I know
study.
there's a
It is
lot going
study.
on, but hey, Mike,
just
we're
had no
done with
idea I was in
sponsors.
such-
Let's get into you. Let's have some you time.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna.
I actually don't really
we'll,
have
We'll
any
give a
anymore.
shout out
Thanks-
to Black
thanks for
Rifle,
bringing that up.
the sponsor. You gave it a subtle one, but you know.
They know. They
that's it.
know.
They know.
They know.
They
Go
know.
ahead.
They know.
Line it up. Tee it up.
So, hey, no, that's all we want. Now we want to know
Black
about.
Rifle Coffee. It's not a condom.
Yeah,
It's coffee.
It's coffee.
Thank you for the clarification.
Hey, Jared, do me a favor. Give a proper introduction to our amazing, like one of the most talented dudes that when we grew up, like idolized him and an all badass man.
Sorry to let you
Yeah.
down.
Hey, Jared.
man.
Jared, shout it from the rooftop. Nailed it. Let's go.
You did
Well,
that.
I mean, we had it in the beginning. I mean, I need more. I want more of your story, like how where the tipping point was. You know, I mean, you were.
Yeah, I want to
You,
get into
you were it.
Mike. Mike is Ross. I'm a huge fan as well. I get a ton of questions. First of all, you're not only a BMX legend. You've made the transition into TV. You're friends with Motley Crue. You're living with Kat Von D. You've got a successful Kickstarter campaign. I want to start when you were a boy. I'll go back all the way to your circumcision. Did you know? What year did you know I want to start riding bikes professionally?
I mean, I think this is a serious question.
It is. It is.
But no, I don't think it was. It didn't happen like that. Back then, there was no real pros. When I turned pro, there was 9 American pros.
Wow.
Really?
So, yeah, there wasn't any. So I think the first contest I went to, I drove in a van with a bunch of other pros that let me tag along. I was 14 or 15, and it was like the first place was $400. It cost more to get there
Holy
than you
shit!
could win. Yeah. So, but then it was just kind of happened. But yeah, I
And-
wish
and-
I had a better story. I just
No worry. Hey, but for our audience, so what year was that? What year did you start?
I mean, I started riding in 91. But the first real contest I went to was in 1990. Shit, it would have been 94.
And
93 or 94.
because I'm dumb. So, what did you ride in, like BMX wise? Like, are you
Street.
Okay.
Street,
So
yeah.
what is street?
Streets just like, like doing handrails and stuff just in the streets. But I also rode park, which is sort of back then it was park
So like
and street,
grinding like
grinding
rails
and stuff.
and-
But also back then street in contest was street and park, which is just like, any
Hips, ramps.
Yeah, and everything under that wasn't vert.
Okay.
Right. So, when you see like a park course, like a skate park, any skate
So
park. you
vert
see.
is like the half pipes
Yeah.
and the quarter
Yeah,
pipes
yeah.
and those kind of things.
But back in the 90s, street and most times street and park were kind of the same. They were kind of mixed together.
What year was your first X Games, Mike?
96, because I had torn shoulder for 95, so I couldn't be in the first one. But yeah, 96.
So you were in the
And
you were
I
in the
think- I think
the
I-
second ever X Games.
Yeah, but then I
Did
think I've
you
been
win
in
that?
9 or 10. No, I did not. I
Oh,
think
you
I got.
Oh, why are you even here then?
I know,
That's
totally.
weird.
I think I know.
Yeah, you were ninth.
think
You were
the be-
ninth.
I've been I've been in 9 or 10 X Games.
Oh, okay.
God dang.
Okay. What would you place in your second games? What would you place?
I think I might have got 4th.
When
maybe
was
fifth.
did you get a first?
Oh, I got
place?
5th. I got 5th. I got a first place in an X Trials, which is there used to be contests all through the year that you need to qualify,
Okay.
right? But they were all the same people. It just was for less money.
So
So,
yeah. Store with it. That's
and
like-
then so yeah, but I won.
Was
one of
it
those
even
in Chicago
televised
once.
back then on ESPN?
Yeah, it was televised.
It was. So
Yeah.
all your friends and family are at home. They're all excited to watch.
I mean,
you. You
ESPN
you come in
does
fourth.
not film shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
Dude,
know, but you
hey,
come
Ross,
in fourth.
Ross, you know what we were talking about before the show because we were shooting the shit and it was about like kids and like how like you got like 5 years on us, but like how we all grew up together, like going out doing shit, like getting your knees skinned, like
Yeah, it's
living
crazy.
life. And now it's like this introverted, like, hey, let's fucking watch an iPhone all day. Where you're like,
Yeah,
come
it's
on,
crazy.
man.
Kids
And-
used to, you get in trouble and you had to go to your room. Now you get in trouble and you have to come out of your room.
Right?
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It's
You
crazy.
can't play
Weird
Xbox
fucking
anymore.
world.
Before it'd be like, you're locked in with your Nintendo, but I want to go outside,
Yeah, it's crazy.
motherfucker. Yeah.
I feel like we are possibly growing a nation of incompetent people, and it's our fault.
God, I love
Yeah,
that.
I think the X Games will eventually become the Twitch games where we watch people play BMX on fucking computers.
Oh no, they already the X Games already has a video game.
Oh,
You're
already
no.
video game.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not. I'm
Oh,
not joking.
no.
It's crazy. It's
If you hear my
Isn't
foot
that
kick
a
the
crazy day
microphone,
for you? For
crazy the dudes who playing video games make more money than we do.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, exactly. So like someone like you, and we were talking about this a little bit earlier because we were having a local discussion, but like you could do a triple backflip on a BMX, and someone would be like,
I mean, in theory, I could.
no, but I'm saying in theory, but like I'm going for it.
Yeah.
We're like that is the most legendary move, but then someone in the video game will do a 4 backflip, and that's engaging.
That
And-
video will get a few million
no,
views.
like 20 million
Yeah,
views.
and mine will get fucking 20.
Nothing. Yeah,
We always talk about every time we
crazy.
I'll put something dumb up, or like I was telling the other day, is I had to catch a tarantula, I had to pull it out of this empty pool.
Yeah.
And it got like 75,000 views in like 2 days. And the videos before and after are me like really trying to do stuff. And it's like 6 views. You know, it's like
Yeah.
4,000 views or something. And it's crazy that I don't know if that's because I feel like people can relate to stuff, but also I think that people can relate to not doing anything. So here's more people not doing shit that I can do. So let's,
Well, that's what we talk about in the Drinkin Bro podcast, because it's like it's a crazy world we live in, because especially our audience, like a lot of people go out and do a lot of shit, but then we still have the people that like to chill. So
yeah, but
it's a weird median. You know?
But it's even weirder now because I try to tell my 15-year-old, I say, look, you have to really pay attention to what you're doing, because especially for kids growing up today, every single thing you look at is an advertisement. TV, Instagram, Facebook, everything is an advertisement for what that person is trying to sell you, whether they're who they are, whatever. And I'm like, you have more people who, like, you look at all these outdoor people, all these outdoor stuff on Instagram, but you have to really filter through all this stuff. And the people who are just taking photos, making it look like they're doing it, because it's
Right.
cooler to look like you're doing it than actually doing it.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to me. You know, it's baffling that people don't want to actually do stuff. They just want to.
I think
people
you're
to
like
think
you
that.
were in that crossover time where it was like, because you're still a young guy, like where you went from being like the X Games, MTV, where it's like that
was the most popular thing.
that
then.
was the trending social movement.
But
was-
before that, I was like 11 or 12 years old, and I looked down and I was like, "But I got a dick. I better use it."
right,
You know what I mean?
And then you fucked a bunch of butts.
That wasn't what I was gonna say, but it's close.
Have you fucked a dude in your life?
No. But Christian, I'm hoping he drinks more tonight.
Yeah. Christian, what are you up to?
I'm sitting over here without a microphone, taking a bunch of shit. Is what's happening right
No,
now.
you look like a middle-aged
Well, you're about
Brad
to get a
Pitt,
little more
you know?
shit.
You know, you got great hair. You can play guitar. We love you.
Christian actually, we met because he sends a bunch of bike riders called Bikes for Baghdad, and we go over and do stuff for the troops. We basically build skate parks, and like we just got back from a trip. We went to Kuwait, Qatar, Bahrain, and Djibouti in Africa, and we probably visited about 7 or 8 different bases, and we built these 2 troops. So we met a few years ago when he started that with a couple other people, and now we've become friends, and we're doing some other stuff together. But Christian actually, he was in a band. You guys may have heard of it. It's called Nickelback. You think I didn't say Nickelback? I said Nickel Black. He's actually a black man, and they're an African American
Yeah.
Nickelback cover band.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we just start that?
Well, no, it makes sense. Like we play guitar together. Like why he's not that good at guitar, because he played for Nickelback.
Yeah,
you know?
Nickelback.
So he doesn't have a microphone because I'm sorry.
Here, you can defend yourself.
I don't even know what to say to that. I mean, obviously, I'm the whitest person in the room here, so
The whitest.
The whitest
What?
kid you know.
I'm a white guy.
Look at
Yeah,
Evan
look at Evan.
Hafer.
When he just said that, the other 3 white men in the room all shook their head and said, "What the fuck does
Yeah.
that mean?"
I'm like, look at Evan Hafer. He's a pasty little fuck right now.
Evan looks like dough.
It looks like
Here, hey Evan, you get one statement on this episode. Here you go.
Yeah, I'm half he, but the dude across the from me is
He's
like
Asian.
Arab looking.
Asian.
Yeah.
Arab
He's
looking.
Arab
Great.
looking, he
Now
says.
I'm fucking Aladdin. That's how I got here tonight. My magic carpet. You racist fuck. You look like Donald Trump with a beard and flip flops. You don't even have to know what he looks like. That's all it is. You don't trust a white man in flip flops. You know he's
what the
gonna rip
fuck?
you off.
I never. That's why I don't. Hey, Evan, that is a weird thing. We're both successful individuals. We never wear shoes. What is with that?
Ross.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's a movement.
Yeah.
Now, don't
a
worry. I'll
movement.
hang out. How many X Games have you won, Mike?
none. Thanks, bro.
Are you fucking
No,
kidding?
I haven't won any. I won one of the X trials, but I've been in a bunch. But you know what? I kind of got over contest quick because I realized I wasn't their guy.
That good?
You were in
But-
10 X Games and you didn't win one single time?
No, I was a lot of bridesmaids.
This is why
I was a
kids
bride.
are staying inside, Mike. They have no heroes anymore.
Yeah.
I'm
But no,
kidding.
but
I'm totally kidding.
I just kind of was the guy who wanted to do like that one trick no one else could do, and I didn't care about my runs. But I learned early on that I wasn't their guy because there was contests where I would qualify first, get third place, and they would show Dave Mira or someone else at like all their runs at 10th place and show like 10 seconds of me because I wasn't their character. You know, they're making a TV show, which was fine.
Oh.
But I ended up, I have a few things. You know,
How many tricks have you created?
A lot, I think. You know, I mean,
What's your favorite?
I
That's
don't
the
know. there's-
quickest response. I love
yeah,
it.
I mean, just because I grew up in a time when bike riding was at a pivotal moment where things were happening, and
new.
and back then we didn't have YouTube, we didn't have all these things, so you didn't know when people were doing tricks, so you had to wait till the magazines came out.
Yeah.
So when a magazine or something came out, I saw something like, oh my god, people are doing this, and then I went and learned that and 10 versions of it, and didn't know that no one else was doing it.
Wow.
So yeah, so back then, it was a lot of the stuff that in street riding is sort of the basics now. It came from me and my friends, or like not me and my friends, but a group of guys in that time era, which is
That's cool.
mid 90s. But I have a few. Back I broke. set some world records on the mega ramp back in the day, and
What do you got?
longest backflip in 360. Since then, I'm pretty sure they've been shattered 10 times over. But for back then, it was good.
Hey, those are nice
Dude,
things to be proud of. Way to go.
Longest
Yeah, got-
backflip on a mega ramp?
got
That's harsh.
Action figures, a few video games. I was in the Matt Hoffman 1 and 2 video games. Plus, I was a seat character in Sean Palmer's Snowboarder.
Oh,
Nice.
So it's pro shoes, bikes, a few other things.
that's cool.
Yeah,
How did
enough-
you get to meet Motley Crue, by the way? This is a crazy story.
Well, at the time, Kat was dating one of them. So I just sort of. by
Did you
association.
read the dirt? Did you know anything about the band like personally before meeting them?
Yeah, I mean, I knew not a ton, but you know what I mean, like as much as anybody who's into Motley Crue. I'm not really a guy who ever gets too into something.
No, I get it, but I'm curious about your Twitter war.
But I meant like I never really even bikes now. Someone's like, oh, what size is your chain? How long is your chain stays? I'm like, I don't know.
It's 8 inches.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
8 inches.
exactly.
It's always 8 inches.
Wait,
From the
how
ground.
well do you
From
know
the ground.
Kat Von D?
We used to be really close friends.
They live
Good.
together.
I know this.
Yeah.
So, I used to have a huge crush on her.
Huge.
It's a big crush.
Is she crazy?
I mean, I think it's like anything, I mean,
She's a woman.
She's a, but no, I mean,
It's
she's just,
subjective.
we don't speak much anymore, but I think it's like anything, when you're that big of a star and you're that, your life changes and your perspective,
Priorities.
perspective on what your life is change a little bit. So I don't know if crazy is the right word. I just think, she's busy doing her thing. And I'll be honest with you, when you're on a reality television show, and I learned this from that show, you have to really, some people look at it like, well, why don't you just stick around? I'm leaving at 5:00, right? When you're supposed to be over, and everyone gets mad because she leaves.
Yeah.
But after years of everyone taking every minute of your time,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? If you don't draw the line somewhere, then those people will take it all, and they'll continue to take
Yeah,
it. It's like-
absolutely.
So
Yeah, we
I
know
don't think
this, same
crazy is
thing.
the right word. I just think like she's
I'm teasing
living
on
the
that.
life. Yeah, she's living the life that she put herself in at that time.
Like on a weird level of a complete conversation change. I think Kat Von D, I think, was the first pop culture celebrity that became someone who was super tattooed, and I enjoyed that because I'm obviously fucking 80% of my body's covered, so it was kind of cool to see a very, very attractive female that kind of crossed over to pop culture that
and
was
was talented.
and talented. Yeah, she's not even oh, she's an okay tattoo artist. Her portraits, I mean, goddamn, they're world renowned. She's an amazing artist, but then gorgeous and also tattooed. So it's like appreciate her for her talents and that stuff. So that was a really cool thing for me. But you know, I still want to fuck her in the ass. What?
wow.
Where did that come from, guys?
That's his sister.
That went south real quick.
That's his sister.
Listen, hey, they call me Drake. I'm 0 to 100 real quick, you know?
Mike, how did you get on LA Inc? What was the connection there to get? How did you guys end up doing that together?
We were friends before. She tattooed me a few times. We had actually Ryan Dunn had introduced us. I need to get tattooed, and Ryan Dunn. We were roommates.
Was he dying to introduce you guys or what?
No, that's not funny.
Shit.
Shit. Too soon, Matt. Too soon.
Shit.
So yeah, but you know, he introduced us, and then we just became friends, and I got tattooed a few times. And I was living in San Diego, working on a project with Tony Hawk for a few years. And
I worked with Tony Hawk. Did you have an enjoyable experience with him? I thought he was great.
He's one of my closest friends.
He's fucking awesome. He's a great guy.
Yeah, we've been like touring together for 15 years.
It's crazy because you hear so many different people about Tony. Like no one has. I've never heard one bad thing about Tony Hawk.
I mean,
no, not at all.
you know, you don't want to be.
It's always like excessively positive.
I can't even tell you how much of a nice person he is, and there's so many things about him, especially as a dad, that you're like, I hope I can have those attributes because he's really a really great person.
That one, he put that one video out with his like daughter riding on the skateboard.
Yeah.
Dude, it was so fucking cute. And you had some people on there that were like, "What about your daughter's health? You're a bad dad." And you're like, "It's
Like,
Tony Hawk." Like,
if there's anybody that's gonna teach you,
yeah, it's Tony Hawk. And he's just being a good dad.
So
man.
what?
So that's awesome. Man.
Where you started learning yourself though, right?
I started what?
Learning to tattoo.
I don't know. I just tattooed.
Oh, okay.
There's a difference.
Wait, have you?
So you're an amateur tattoo artist.
Hold on.
No. I'm not. I tattooed Cat twice.
Hold on. Let me put this out there because I made a joke that offended you.
No, it didn't offend me.
I will let you tattoo me on a small level.
Okay, you have a tattoo machine?
No, but we'll figure.
We'll find one.
Don't say I'm a tattoo. I literally tattooed twice because I was near. No, 3 times because I was near a tattoo machine.
That's fine. I'll let you tattoo me.
Well, that was
All right.
funny because the
I owe
X
that to you.
Games.
I felt bad, man.
You're not gonna. No, I'll do something good on you. No, I've tattooed 4 times. 4 times.
Super small though.
Yeah, it's fine. That would be good.
Small.
The X Games.
I'll do a period.
Like X Games, like .com did an article just about you learning how to tattoo.
Really?
Yeah.
I never saw it.
or they had like 3 photos of you tattooing Cat.
Those were like the 3 times it happened.
Oh man, look, this could be the new.
The new tattoo artist of the century.
If you would have seen what I tattooed.
Tattoo artist of the X Games.
I tattooed my girlfriend. Some of it's her tattoo I tattooed. And then
What was it of?
I can't remember. I think I tattooed part of a lightning bolt on her. And then I tattooed Cat twice. One of them that was the word Slutalica, but written like Metallica. I tattooed something else, and then I think I tattooed Dan Smith with my name once because he lost a bet. Oh no, that's because Dan. If you see her on my leg here, if you see this little heart,
so he's got like a whole calf and knee piece, and then you have a heart.
I have a heart
on the bottom
word
of
that
your
says
part
Dan
ankle.
in the middle of it, and that's because he was getting tattooed, and I wasn't looking at it. That was supposed to say Mom. But he put his name in it instead.
That's a boss move.
Do you want to?
It is a boss.
Thank you, Dan
move.
Smith.
Check this out. Since we're talking about weird tattoos, do you see this right here?
Yeah.
So on my wrist, it's a DM. Dakota Meyer, Medal of Honor recipient. I tattooed my initials on his chest, and he tattooed
That's
on
cool.
my wrist.
That's cool.
Hey, at least you can play it off now and say, "Look, just hit me on the DM."
Hit me on the DM, dog.
Nobody knows.
He can't be like, hit me on the MB. You know, that's a little weird. So I think I got that one.
Exactly. Hey, so Matt has always wanted a tattoo of Gary Coleman. So if you could make that happen. No, but I mean, and it just says, what you talking about, Willis?
I could do an actual size, too.
Yeah,
on your massive
life size.
fucking
Life size.
thigh.
Yeah, life size.
Oh, you said I have massive thighs. Thank you. People on the internet think I have skinny legs, which is like crazy because, you know.
It's people on the internet.
You know what surprised? I just like that they're not shaved. I kind of expected a guy like you to
Not
have
yet.
shaved legs.
Really?
Ouch.
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 Man.
You're so healthy. I thought maybe you ride your bike all the time.
No, see, like.
I'll tell you who's not
Listen.
shaved.
I'm not gonna say who I am, but I'm here to make America great again. Okay.
Yeah, you are.
That's all I want to do.
You're goddamn right, you are. Hey, Mike.
I don't know what that means.
What happened?
What's that?
Mike, there was a Twitter war with Nikki Sixx from Motley Crue. What happened, and how did that get shut down?
Oh, I remember. I did. Well, I think it was. I was there's a bunch of photos of him obviously on the internet, and I believe I was putting myself in all the photos, like or putting
with
him in all
Motley
the photos.
Crue?
Yeah, well, no, just Nikki Sixx. I was putting myself in all the photos, so like
you're photoshopping.
yeah,
it?
Photoshop myself
yeah,
in him or
that's
him,
funny.
and so just like whatever it was, right? But then he tweeted my number out.
Your
My
phone number?
out.
Oh, just
Wow.
like so.
Yeah.
This was kind of funny.
Yeah, it was funny. It wasn't really a war, but it wasn't. Really
'cause
quick.
You
it
tweet out a
wasn't
man's
funny
number.
really quick.
Them some fighting words right there.
Yeah, because I'd had that number for like 12 years.
Oh, not anymore.
Yeah.
So it got taken down pretty quick because I think he realized like, ooh, that's a little rough.
Oh, damn.
But yeah, but it was good. I'll be honest with you, Nicky's really stand-up guy, man. I really he's really, for someone who's what he's done and like who he is, man. What a cool guy with cool stories and just really stand up, normal, down to earth guy.
Yeah, their book, The Dirt, is the
no.
greatest book I've ever
man.
read.
Does it
Rock
come with
book.
books on tape?
It's the best.
Nick's book
Guys,
is-
stop asking if I've read books. The answer is no.
Have you
Nicky's
listened to
book
his book?
is
Have you listened to the Motley Crue book? It's a life changer.
No, I'll have to check that
It's
out.
called The Dirt. Here's the
Wait, hold on,
beauty
wait,
of-
Matt, did you give your microphone away because I said your legs should be shaved?
No, I just gave it away so we can your other guest here.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah, but no. Here, if you ever listen to The Dirt, here's what I love about it. They took all 4 members of Motley Crue, asked them each the same story, and then in every chapter, you got to hear all 4 versions of that story.
That's really cool.
And they're all fucking different.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it gets you want to talk about like the ultimate rock book. There's a story, I'm not going to say which one it was, about them fucking a homeless girl and then stealing her clothes and then throwing her back out in the street.
Whoa.
That I was
Sounds that sounds like that's probably something that happened on a Catch Penny tour, huh?
Next level rock
Every
shit where you're
Tuesday.
just like, Jesus.
Jesus.
So it's a good book. And I want to get into your Kickstarter campaign because you guys are burning it down right
Indiegogo,
now.
Ross.
Indiegogo.
We're an
Same thing.
Indiegogo house over here. You
Yeah,
know
we're
better.
not really. They could give a fuck about us even though we raised $1 million.
Well, right now they care about us.
I know.
I was talking
So
to
tell
Indiegogo
us
the
about
other
your
day in
project.
reference Kickstarter.
Tell us about your project and what's going on with it.
All right. I'll me and Christian can both do that.
Yeah, sure.
Christian, the guy who's in Nickel Black to my left here, he had an idea and he brought it to me and wanted to know if I want to be a part of it. And Christian kind of sum it up that
Can
way.
we
I don't.
can we get Christian's last name?
Schauf is my
Kristen
last name.
Schauf. How do you spell that?
Schauf.
Okay, so Franklin, if you can find Christian and pictures of him, we need Nickel Black memes for this episode.
Hashtag
Lots of them.
Nickel
Franklin,
Black.
this is all in your court now.
Yeah, we're talking about Franklin Chambliss. Jared tends to forget, after 108 episodes, that this is an audio show. Everything needs to be explained to the audience. If Jared had his way, he would just rub a piece of Braille against the phone, like one page of Braille against the fucking microphone, and that would be it.
And then drop the mic.
No, but tell us about your Indiegogo campaign because you guys you've tripled it, correct?
Yeah, we're what?
No,
We're 13 days.
600%. Yeah.
Yeah, we're what? 13 days in.
Yeah, exactly.
Why don't you give him like a brief summary of what it is?
Yeah, well, generally, so yeah, I've been
Well, hold
listening
on.
this whole
So
time.
give it a
Yeah.
brief summary, and I'm going to cut you off when it starts to get boring.
Sounds good. That sounds normal. I think I grew up on a farm. I've been to Iraq a bunch. I've climbed mountains. I've done a bunch of stuff, and then I moved to LA. And I'll never forget. I was driving down the road one day.
How hot all the girls were.
And, no, and everybody had their flashers on. And I asked the person with me, like, "What's going on?" They're like, "It's raining." And my windshield wipers hadn't even started yet, and it made me realize where our society's going and how unprepared people are
Pussies.
and uncomfortable they are with anything except like a perfect day. So I had a few more things like that, and I was like, I need to protect myself, and I started just researching products out there because I'm like, what do I tell my friends, and what do I have so when this happens, when the earthquake hits or whatever hits, I'm not left empty-handed. And there was nothing out there, so we're creating it. Basically, we're creating products that are gonna help you in those moments.
So basically, what he's saying is, we created a device that gives you Wi-Fi when the electricity goes out. No, what he's saying is, it's basically, I hate to say bug out bag because it's like an emergency bag, but it really is more of something for when that everyday thing happens. Earthquakes, floods, electricity goes out, even things that go in your car, emergencies. It's a bag called the 72, and it'll keep you alive for 72 hours and then some. But it really is a all-inclusive kit that you can.
What's inside
put in
the
your
kit, Mike?
There's 32 different things in that kit. So
Let's
Mike
go.
and
Hey,
I,
we have time. Let's go over all 32. Go.
holy shit.
Well, we're making a mat.
You can add what you
conversion
want.
Kit.
Mike's might.
The mat conversion
Doesn't come
kit.
It
standard.
comes with a dildo and a razor.
No, there's
That's the Matt Best backpack, a dildo and a razor. Congratulations.
That's
Hey, whoa. Can that be the
expansion
title
kit.
of this? That's the title right there. A dildo and a razor.
And that's this. Congratulations, you've survived 3 days. No, in all seriousness, what's inside the bag? Flashlight, batteries, candles. What do we got?
Well, first of all, the company's called Uncharted Supply Co. So if you want to check it out, if you just look up Uncharted Supply Co. or the 72 on the Indiegogo page, you can see the video and see what it's about. But in there, what do you think? There's all sorts of things.
Yeah, there's 30 things. I mean, we could start with the bag itself. The bag itself's airtight. It'll float you. So you see all these people standing on roofs that, in a hurricane that can't swim away. Like, you just blow air into the bag and it'll float you away. And then on the inside, it's got a plastic kind of exoskeleton that can turn into splints or snowshoes. Once you get inside of there,
That snowshoe thing was really cool. That was one of my favorite parts.
I will
of it.
give
like
Mike
that?
the credit
I
for
was
that.
like,
That's Mike's idea.
because I knew the second I showed Jeff Kirkham that, like, he was gonna go, oh.
Mike's pretty good at kind of making a lot out of nothing, and the more he looked at it, the more he had ideas.
He's making a reference to my career. Mother.
Way to finish 0 again, Mike. No, I'm kidding.
No, but it's got.
You've got all the
kidding.
standard stuff. You've got food, water. You got a water filter that'll filter 100,000 gallons of water before it has to be replaced.
You got an air filtration mask, a goggles that'll fit over your regular prescription glasses. But also, I mean, you've got radio, USB chargers. You've got
flashlight, waterproof flashlight,
fire starters,
knife, axe, shovel.
all the things you're thinking. But what we
Plan
do
B.
have that other ones don't have is we have a very concise, them put away very, very in a very concise manner, directions for anybody who doesn't know what they're doing. Because what happens in emergency, you just kind of lose
Freak.
all. It's like you took a mind eraser pill. So you can open this up and it's got all the directions right there, put away for you, and it's available to you for anyone to use. And it really is a very emergency friendly kit. As you can tell right now, the two people who run this show are on their phones texting. That's how interesting this shit is. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Oh,
man.
look at Evan.
checking it
Not
out.
Donald Trump with a beard. He's in the corner and he's got. he's watching the
But
video.
this is a great product. Actually, I'm surprised. Usually we have idiots on the show, friends of
Hey,
Jared's
I'll-
who are like, oh hey,
I'll
here's
be
a
honest.
fucking Yellow Pages protector, in case
I'll be honest,
it rains on your
I get
Yellow
a lot
Pages.
of people asking me to be a part of stuff or what I think of stuff, and usually 98% of it, I'm just like, oh, please just don't call me back. But when Christian showed it to me and what he wanted to do, and then we sort of refined it, I really think this is something that should be in every household. I really believe this will protect your family in the time that you need it. Hopefully, you never have to use it. But it's
you
such a
guys'
small.
audience-
I mean, I'll say right now, I got that email. You told me I was going to get an email from you. I got the email. I got halfway through it before I was already halfway across our building to go show the Ready Man guys.
Yeah, and they were
They
stoked
loved
on
it today. Yeah, they were really excited about it.
And they put you guys out in their email blasts the next day, and like it was just.
I mean,
I knew Uncharted and Ready Man would have a really good synergistic relationship.
I mean, we've had a great response. We're on J13. We're about at 150K in 13 days. And I mean,
Wow.
that's just off word of mouth. We haven't had really any too giant press yet.
No, nothing.
So if anybody's out there, let us know. Hey, well, we're on our way over here, and I said, hey, we're going to eat later. And then we stop at the gas station for him to get a sandwich out of a pre-made sandwich. I show up. There's a gun on the table, pre-made sandwiches, and then they start just talking about whatever it is they do here. I was like, fuck. This is going to be a long night. Get the bag. Christian, go get the bag out of the car.
get the
fucking
bag.
Get the bag.
Get the fucking bag.
But for real, go
Get
over
the
to the Indigo,
bag.
check out the video. It's a 4-minute video, and it'll pretty much sum it up. If you don't like it, I mean, the video is entertaining.
Honestly, I think a lot of Ross, you watched it. A lot of our listeners are going to love this thing. I mean, I love it. Like, Matt loves it. Evan loves it. Evan bought one.
I mean,
today.
and actually today, things changed on a site where we reached a stretch goal, and we're doing something very cool for the holidays. Do you want to tell me what that is, Christian?
With the jacket?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have a second product, and we're calling it the Hideaway. So it's about the size of a baseball packed up. It's a waterproof, like a windbreaker. But what's cool about it is we have 10 panels in it you can fill with leaves or newspaper or anything basically dry and kind of,
they can insulate.
yeah, they can insulate. and it turns into a super warm jacket. So we like showed this to Ready Man guys, and they were like, "Does this come in camo? Because we want to buy it right now."
But when you hear that, you're like, great, I have a jacket full of leaves. That's what I need in my life. But when you look at it, you're like, wow, this is a jacket that I could put in my glove box or wherever, and I will always be okay.
And I'll tell you what, and I'm sure the Ready Man guys told you, they have a great, we all have a really good relationship with BattleBox. So
what?
BattleBox.
What's that?
That is a subscription box for survivalists, tacticians, things like that.
I should know that.
They have I want to, and don't quote me on this, BattleBox. I think well over 20,000 members.
Wow.
That are receiving a box a month, and the products that you guys are making, I honestly I think by Friday you're gonna have some phone calls.
I hope so.
Yeah,
It's just
that'd be amazing.
And even by our audience, Roz, look at some of this stuff. They're gonna love it, and it's perfect for them.
And I'm sure a lot of your audience is military, right? They probably have a lot more training than normal civilians. And to be honest, this was more like for those guys' families, right? When they're gone, it's like, what do you give your girlfriend? What do you give your kid? What do you give your wife? So when you're gone and something happens at home, they're gonna take care of themselves.
Especially me being a new dad. I got 3. Well, I guess not new, 3-year-old. But I travel a lot, doing all stuff. So if something was to happen, at least I know it's enough time for me to get back to him.
Even though on a real level, I've been to SEER school. I've been to survival school.
Yeah.
I did 14 years in the military. I still cannot make a fire by just smashing rocks together. I need a fucking flint or something like that. So it's like these tools are good even for the trained.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's things you still need in a situation, but it's things that because we're trained, we'll immediately think to that stuff. But this bag has it.
And here's the thing: the guys we worked with, like my buddy Eric Meyer, he's a pilot. He's a mountain climber. He's been up Everest 6 times. He's been up K2. He saved
6 times.
He saved like 11 lives on K2 in the deadliest day in mountaineering history. So he's a doctor. He's like, hey, here's the stuff you need, and you don't have to go and spend 2 days on Amazon trying to find the right pieces, right? Like we did it. All you gotta do is pick it up, and you're good to go. I think that's really a nice thing about this.
Yeah. No. This is
awesome. No, that's fucking great. So hey, let's do at the end of the show here. Let's do a survival top 10. Just a quick. We're gonna go top 10 questions between the two of you guys. Are you ready?
Okay.
If you're stuck on an island, you have one comedy movie to take. What do you take?
I'd probably take Step Brothers.
Striptease?
Oh, nice. What do you got?
That's more of a horror.
Well, Mike went with Striptease.
The comedy, I don't know. Of course, I'm going to take Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Oh, God damn it. I can't. You were stuck after that.
Yes. Me and Mike are besties.
Kevin James, fucking. There's a long-standing loathing on this end from Kevin James.
He's a great guy, too. No, by the way, he is legitimately a awesome human. First day we came in to read the whole script, he knew all our names. He was like, hey, what's up, Mike? How's it going?
Wow.
That's pretty cool. I mean, we were just nobody.
That's a lot of work.
I mean, he knew like all the dudes, like all of us action guys. He was like, hey, Mike, great. Thanks for coming.
Nobody here still knows my name.
I know. I don't even know who are you?
That's Christian.
I mean, even every time I run into him every few years, I'll see him and he's just like, hey, Mike, how's it going? What, like really stand-up guy.
All right. Let's go drama next. Question number 2, drama. What drama are you stuffing in your bag for survival?
For survival?
Yep.
Drama movie?
One drama movie. What's your favorite drama of all time?
I don't know.
Man.
That's a tough one.
Maybe I'd take does Braveheart count?
Yeah, Braveheart's awesome. That's a fucking great
totally
one.
Counts.
Might get me fired up enough to stick around another day or two.
You could probably even look at ways that they build tools and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I have
I would have said
take.
Castaway. I would have said Castaway. That's just off the top of my head, though. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think I'd take
to
it.
survive.
That one did cross my mind. I passed on.
I don't think I'd
drama
take a drama.
Would just depress you.
Yeah, dude. It would
You're
just
already
be too
in
real.
a shitty situation.
What the fuck's wrong with
All
you?
right, so you're passing on it. We're going to go to the next one. Item number 3. Fast food. One fast food item. What do you got?
A fucking taco.
Like a Jack in the Box taco?
No, that's a problem. See, can't do fast food taco.
Every time I hang out with Mike, we end up at some super seedy Mexican restaurant. The last time we were at had like a 8-foot tall seahorse with a cowboy riding it painted on the wall. We didn't even know what we were eating.
Every time we go out, we're like, oh, let's get some food, and we're always somewhere, and I'm like, oh, I found a place, and it is usually the sketchiest B-movie Mexican place you've ever been to. It's like fucking.
We just moved from El Paso.
It's like dusk till dawn. That's what every time I go into. Looks like a pyramid in the front, but it's sketchy.
All right.
I love McDonald's.
I do too.
Honestly,
I'm
a double
fucking-
That's disgusting.
cheeseburger. I never eat it, but
That is disgusting.
if I got one,
I
Not-
literally
not a
won't
double.
eat McDonald's
Double's
even
too
in other
much meat.
countries.
Doubles too much.
I thought
meat.
I thought you guys just ate.
I don't even think
ate
that's
that
meat.
company out of meat. What happened?
What's? Oh yeah, no. I mean, it's to the proportions. To the proportions.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, next question. We're not doing too good on
All right,
this.
so McDonald, one mode of transportation. What are you taking? Are you going to take a Segway from
Hang glider.
Paul Bart or skateboard, BMX bike, plane, car, truck? What are you taking?
I guess I have to say BMX bike, but wait, I'm stuck on an island?
Yeah, if you have a plane, you just go home, right?
Yeah, what the kind of stupid
Well, you can't
answer
fly
is
it.
that?
Can you fly the plane? Can you fly that plane?
I'll tell you what. I'm stuck on an island long enough. I'll figure it out.
I'm gonna change my
I think
drama
we
to
have
flight.
we have a pilot instructional manual in that bag.
One
Christian,
frozen
what's yours?
pizza.
What's your-
One frozen pizza. What do you got?
Pepperoni and sausage.
Nah, but is it DiGiorno's? Is it
It's DiGiorno for me.
Totino's?
I
It's
guess-
DiGiorno.
Is it? Okay.
Stuffed crust.
It's whatever one that shows up at my house and I don't have to go get.
That's
Right.
delivery, not.
That's delivery. Oh,
DiGiorno.
That's
sorry.
delivery. That's not DiGiorno. That's
Well,
not
whichever.
DiGiorno.
If I was gonna pick it up before I got to the island, it's whatever one my girlfriend got. I just don't want to go do it. Is that another shitty answer? You're really bad.
No,
at
that
this,
answer's
Ross.
fine. That answer's fine.
Over here and talk shit. Fuck you. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
What do we got? What else do we got, Ross?
Whatever. That's like question like 6. I don't know.
4 guys.
You're. Yeah, I know. I could hear you and Evan chatting in the back like ladies the whole time, though.
We're chatty catty,
Yeah, real chatty Cathy's. All right,
get a little
next up,
closer.
one item from Amazon. What do you take?
That could be
Oh
anything.
shit, we're back. We're back.
Could be
We're back.
anything.
anything.
Could be anything.
One item from Amazon?
Totally.
One
a
item from
dildo.
Amazon. Just one.
Probably like a 18-foot rigid inflatable boat. So
All
I
right.
can get the
All
fuck
right, I
off
like
this
it.
island.
I like it. What else?
And I'm gonna
No.
order 2 paddles.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Mike. You're gonna be 2 miles into the surf and go. All right, this boat wasn't a good
Good
idea.
No,
I needed an
I'll look
outboard
for
to
the-
go with it.
Look,
Okay. Hey, number
story.
number 7. One musician, living or dead. Who do you take on that island?
oh, Christian Schaff from fucking Nickelback.
What about you, Christian? Who do you take?
Man, I'm trying to think about that.
That,
The lead
by the way,
singer,
that's,
Chad?
that's so.
Taylor-
hey,
Chad, the
that's
lead
so
Taylor
when,
Hanson.
Oh no, that's so when the white.
Taylor Hanson.
I would take Taylor Swift. Is what I would take.
She sucks. The only reason I take
She
you
doesn't
is
have to
because
sing.
he's so white that when they came to rescue us, they wouldn't think I was a native and just kill me.
I would take Hillary Duff. She
She's
counts
nice.
as a musician.
Over Taylor Swift.
Taylor
What?
Swift. What is? There's nothing good about Taylor Swift.
Evan's
She
giving
looks
me
like
a
the most
Evan's
rigid.
giving me a fucking shame look right now. What?
What's wrong?
No, I'm talking about Hillary Duff. You gave me shame over there.
Taylor, why would you? What? Why? Taylor Swift. She's not hot. Nothing about her.
He
she's
just
like
said
a
Taylor Hanson.
She's
so
like
I
a
said-
broomstick with bangs. That's what she looks like to me. No.
It's
All right.
okay.
Last
It's okay.
question.
It's okay.
That's got to be like 9.
All right. This is 9. What one actress? Who is it? Who you got?
Selma Hayek.
Really?
All right.
Kate Mara. I'm going Kate Mara.
Hey, is Selma Hayek from like Dusk Till Dawn or from any older movies? Ooh, yeah.
Dust Till Dawn's a good one. I like Dust Till Dawn. That's a great Salma Hayek age right there.
Yeah, or no, from Desperado.
what do
That's probably a little bit. She's hotter in Desperado.
Yeah.
Who's the chick we were just
that
watching
was
the surf
same,
movie
about
on
a
the
year
flight?
apart. So you're still looking
Blake
at same
Lively.
Salma.
Yeah, same helmet.
Oh.
You said Blake Lively?
I mean, I'm just.
You
yeah,
said
that
Blake
would work.
Lively.
That's
I
fine.
did
That's
accept it with Blake Lively. All right. And
What about-
last
wait, what
question?
about you? What about you,
Who wins
JT?
on this
I
island?
said Kate Mara. If I'm
Kate
taking,
Mara.
I'd
Kate
take
Mara,
Kate Mara.
yeah.
Because Kate Mara and I would be great together. I mean, you can.
Like Kate Mara from like The Shooter? That Kate Mara?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
gotcha.
no, more Kate Mara from American Horror Story.
Oh God. What about like 127 Hours?
That's a good one. No, well,
I kind of more.
I didn't watch that movie.
The Shooter. I think she's pretty good in The Shooter.
Yeah, she is
She's
really
hot,
good
though.
in the
Yeah.
shooter.
All right.
What,
Last
Ross?
question. Who wins on this island if you guys had to kill each other? You or Christian?
Probably me because I know Mexican judo.
That's true.
Do you know what Mexican judo is? You don't know if I got a
throwing a
knife.
tortilla
You don't know
at
if I got a gun. You don't know what I got, motherfucker.
I drug Mike up Mount Baldy one time. All I gotta say is all I have to do is go up a hill, and I'm gonna put some distance between us until I figure out what to do.
0 to mountain.
This is
Christian
true.
can go 0 to mountain, Ross.
All right,
true.
0 to mountain. At that, thanks for playing, kids. At this point in the show, we got the Drinkin Bro of the Week, submitted by Jake Mansberry. He wants to nominate Brandon Rumbaugh for Drinkin Bro of the Week. He's a local veteran to his hometown in Southwest Pennsylvania. He became a double amputee after triggering a secondary IED while trying to help a fellow Marine that stepped on the primary IED. He now does inspirational speaking and is trying to make steps in helping the homeless veterans in the area.
Cool.
Last week, Mr. Rumbaugh raised over $27,000 for a veteran's place in Pittsburgh. That is an amazing submission. Thank you, Jake Mansberry, and cheers to Brandon.
Cheers!
Cheers! Cheers. This is a fun one. But with that, for Mr. Matt Best, Ross Patterson, Jared Taylor, Evan Hafer, our special guest, Christian and Mike, we are out of here. I'm leaving you with the new hit single, Waffle House Waitress.
Hit him. Hey,
Hello,
hey, Ross.
world.
Ross, hit him with that Waffle House.
This song goes out to all my Waffle House waitresses all over the world. Because I like my waffles fresh, not aggo. Me and my Waffle House waitress, we getting naked. I order eggs with a side of bacon. I can't take it the way she wears her apron. Her paper hat makes me go in. My Waffle House waitress, we getting naked. I order eggs with a side of bacon. I can't take it the way she wears her apron. Her paper hat makes me go in. Fresh out of bed, hat on my head, it's time to start my morning. Jump in my Jeep to Waffle House, you know my mind is zoning. Peek through the window and I see my favorite waitress smile and hand them country ham and eggs for a little while. I grab my favorite table and then she comes and greets me. She got some OJ and some coffee and that famous sweet tea. After she takes my order, she chases side to side. But unlike the anthem of Kaepernick, my jeans slowly rise. She blows a kiss and walks away and then I piece my chef. This ain't the grotto in the mansion, but I feel like hef. And when I see them sausages sizzle, that scissor up drizzle, I want them patty melts from Texas in my solar plexus. Waffle House waitress, we getting naked. I order eggs with a side of bacon. I can't take it the way she wears her apron. Her paper hat makes me go in. Waffle House waitress, we getting naked. I order eggs with a side of bacon. I can't take it the way she wears her apron. Her paper hat makes me go in. It's Friday evening and my girl is on that graveyard shift. Some college dudes rolling in too, and you know they lit. They started hitting on her, they acting real uncouth. Now I'm about to go John Wilkes on that booth. She shakes her head and says, Ross, you ain't that type of fellow. There ain't no fighting at the black and yellow, black and yellow. So I just nod my head, give them the evil eye, channel my inner rage into a slice of a Maggie's pie. When my brain is scattered, she smothers and double covers me. Late night after work, she brings me home the bacon, chicken, cheese. And if I'm feeling sick and I start to get illy, she'll cook up a pot of Bert's best bowl of chili. Yeah, my Waffle House waitress, we getting naked. I order eggs with a side of bacon. I can't take it the way she wears her apron. Her paper hat makes me go in. Waffle House waitress, we getting naked. I order eggs with a side of bacon. I can't take it the way she wears her apron. Her paper hat makes me go in. Oh, you want me to kiss your grits? Ma'am, that's all you had to say.